And in those days so long ago, when we were young and full of hope, did England's air so brightly glow upon the hillside's grassy slope? And were there days when one could dream that all around was theirs to hold? And was there freedom, did it seem, to hear the deeds in stories told? From times long past when men had fought to keep at bay some raging foe, before as now they count for naught, and all around us pride lies low. Was this the land where men of old in quiet reflection sat and drank their ale and cider, warm or cold, and spoke of days by river's bank, when, poached or not, the fish were caught, and in the darkness of the night a rabbit or a hare was brought, to make a supper by the hearth so bright? Where now those days when folk could dream of days of empire, pride and power, when yeomen in the fields might glean, whilst children picked the gentle flower? What gains met, when in this once idyllic place is seen around us crime and threat, where once was elegance and grace? Where men like Brooke and Hardy wrote of days and places and of things, where Garrick, Shelley and the like would quote, where Peter Pan flew high on gilded wings, where men like Drake and Nelson too held sway, and where our foes would bend, and Wellington at Waterloo the little corporal's dream would end. Where whilst they frolicked on the village green, our young, the generation still to grow, would still at play in peace be seen beneath a sunset's golden glow. What see we now as we look out upon a land so full of ills? Why must we bathe ourselves in doubt, and bend our knee gainst those whose wills have bought us low, though chosen by us, to hold our heritage as loyalty demands, those same, the folk who in our name have sold our birthright into others' hands?